Hey everybody, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. I thought I'd start this. It may be mini height level, right? But you don't really realize how small these cars are on the outside, but inside they're the most well-packaged vehicle you'll ever get into. I'm going to talk about that once we get inside. These right here are just spectacular. So we have lots of clients who have very nice exotic cars and things like that, but they also have minis. And what they say is this, is that no matter where they go, no matter what car they're driving, this car that they own gets the most thumbs up, makes people happy when they see it, and it makes me smile just to talk about it. I'm hoping you're smiling too. This example here is kind of important because it's a really original low mileage car, right? Has mostly all original paint. The interior has been upgraded. The wheels and tires have been upgraded. Many, many modifications to the car, so you get a great, great, cool car. And I don't really know if there's much I need to say about these, other than the fact that this is a car that we import here ourselves all the time, and they just are smile makers. If you've never driven one, you'll understand, once you do, why they handle so well. The wheels and tires are pushed out all the way to the corners, right? Check this out, see that? All the way back here, and they've done this packaging job, especially under the hood, to make room inside for 4 adults. Forget that. The simple fact is, if you take this car to the track or some sort of course right there, these are the ones that shine each and every time, and they are just fabulous. All right, so I like to review some of this. This right here is cool. These are decals, by the way, and if you don't love them, they come off, right? These are decals as well. Actually, this decal was installed incorrectly, and we'll put the correct ones on. This decal is actually supposed to stop down here, not here. So by the time you get it, we'll have made that change. I like to point that stuff out. Everybody makes mistakes, but the car just came. It's going to come and go quickly, as they all do, and I just wanted you to see that. The Sport Pack is a big deal, right? It's expensive, right? The big flares, because they have to be custom made and custom mounted on here. The big wheels and tires. This is a super deep dish wheel, so it looks really cool. Angie will get some B-roll shots of this. You'll get to kind of see exactly what it is. It's so big, like you could lay inside there if you're a little tiny person. And lastly, the quality of the paint. It's really shiny in here, and I want to suggest to you, as we look at this paint, that you don't look at just the paint, you look what's in the paint, right? Let's look at what the ceiling looks like, the ribs in the ceiling, the lights, how crisp and clear these letters are, because the crisper and clearer all that is, the better quality the paint is. So come on up here, let's check that out. Signal red's always a great color in these cars. And, whoop, there we go. Super, super nice. All right, so I like to talk about the packaging, and not to mention how beautifully detailed this car is inside. So for instance, here the rain shield is still here. Look how detailed and painted all of this stuff is, because it's a low mileage car. But what I love about it is the engine is all the way up here. The radiator, instead of being up the front, taking up space, is here. The transmission, instead of being on the back of the engine or the side, it's actually under the engine. That's how they do all this to get all this room inside this car. And again, if you wanted to go to a car show or something like that, all this is nicely detailed and what have you inside there. However, there's one thing that I like to point out when these cars are nice and original and in great shape, certain things about them. For instance, like there's certain decals and stickers here you can't buy anymore. Why is that important? Well, that's important because if this car was in an accident, right, they would just replace this part here, and you wouldn't get the factory original riveted on VIN plates and assembly line tags that went down here. This is the original sticker for the fuel that you would put in the car, and all of the detail stuff that's done inside here. It just looks super, super nice. And then here is the original Rover Group Limited ID tag, still in its original fixed place. All right, so why does a Mini handle so well? So this is exactly why, and this is what most manufacturers of cars try to do, but they've never been able to do it like a Mini can. If you ever look at like real sports cars, they try to push the wheels out to the far corners of it. Here, they're all the way at the corners. Every other car's wheel is here, right, because they need the trunk space and whatever, but they've done a great job giving you a functional trunk you can throw bags in, right, or more bags in the back seat or people, okay? But what I wanted you to see was how big this whole tread area, how wide it is compared to the car, right, and how big and fat the tires are. These tires right here are 100% bigger. 100% bigger than the factory original wheels and tires to give you even better handling. They hang out even farther, hence why we put the Sport Pack flares and the whole Sport Pack package together. All right, so this is my favorite shot. You're walking up to your cool car, making you smile, going, this thing is so good. Let me tell you, I can't share with you how many people love these cars when they see them. They can't believe how great they are because you never see them, right? They're typically a European model vehicle, and the fact that we can now bring them here is really cool. Anyway, I've talked a lot about the packaging inside. I'm 6'1". I want to get inside there, and I kind of want to show you exactly what I mean. All right, this is it, man. So check this out. Like, you have all of this room, and if you need more room, we can take room out of these seats because there's so much padding in here. We can lower these another couple inches. Do it all the time. We can move the seats back. All kinds of modifications we can make. But this is how you drive these things, man, and they just handle. They don't require a lot of input because they're such short wheelbase and the track is wide. A little input here and here, and they just carve around corners. Nice leather with matching piping to the carpets that are in here, right? This does not have a digital sound system in it. We can install one in if you like to. There's a couple different options. We can do one where they hide it under the seat and you just run the remote from your phone. We can mount it right here if you'd like to see it. We can even do a double din, which would have nav and backup camera and all that stuff. So if there's a couple small things that you want to get done, we're happy to do that. Again, this is full set of gauges here, which is cool. 140 mile-an-hour speedometer, 8,000 RPM tach, and then you have a real livable car. If you decide to take up smoking, here's a perfect way to do that. Some people like to. I don't know, I hear that it's cool. I'm not smoking, I'm just kidding. Anyway, mats, color match to match the piping here that matches the leather. It's these little touches like the roof decal and the stripes on the hood, like make you smile. And there's so many great little additions you can add, like billet handles and what have you, to like a wood rimmed wheel with this stuff here. We can either do those things for you or you can do those later on, but they're a lot of fun. All right, so let's close up the video on this. Believe it or not, it's a classic car. It's 2024. We're doing this video. It's going to be 2025 here shortly. This car is almost 35 years old. 35 years, driven just a little over 1,000 miles a year, right? Wow. Anyway, not only is it super cool, but it has a lot of great modern conveniences like power disc brakes, and it has the wide track suspension on it, leather interior, great paint and body decals just to make you smile, easy to work on, fuel injection. It rolls on down the road, has a great sport exhaust on it too, and it sounds super, super nice. We got to find a way to get this cool Mini Cooper in your garage. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about that. And if you don't mind, share this with everybody. Hit the like button down below. I really appreciate that. It gets our message out. Subscribe to the channel. We have new stuff coming out all the time. And don't forget to share it with your friends. They might like to see what we have there as well. And I'll see you on the test drive. All right, so why do we buy these cars, right? Why do we love them so much? Well, I think these couple corners right here might answer that question. When you wheel around, even if you don't love the handling of it, you just want a cool car, it's a great car. But then you throw in the simple fact that it's like a little go-kart, right? You just downshift and just get back on the gas. And it just goes. It doesn't care almost how fast you're going. It's just so easy to drive, and it makes you smile. Oh my God, this is almost illegal how much fun these are. I'm not doing a lot of talking because I just want to drive. I feel like you were kind enough to get me out of work. I'm playing hooky. And off we are again. Back on some nice windy roads. Super easy gearbox. The brakes are great. That's so much fun. Sorry. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Oh my God. You're going to have so much fun when you get this car. You're going to go to a car show. People are going to love it. You're going to go on a track maybe, or you might go on some back roads somewhere and you'll see why, man. The Italian job summed it up for all of us. These little cars are just awesome. Easy to drive, very livable, tons of room inside here. This is the best part. Sorry, normally I'm more chatty on these rides, but I'm having so much fun that I don't care to be talking. corners. Those big wheels and tires and that bulldog stance. Anyway, that was awesome. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I had a great time. Thanks for getting me out of work today for a few minutes. Now I can go back in there and feel like I've accomplished something today. I'll see you on the next one.